The last week for anime news has been pretty crazy, and especially the last 24 hours, but I am here to get you guys caught up on all the news of anime currently. We have a ton of new anime adaptations around the corner. Additionally, a new film by the Expelled From Paradise Team. Furano apparently is pulling funding for Jashin-chan Dropkick X, and all signs are pointing to the retirement of the Dark Lord Shawne Kleckner from Rightstuf. But if you're interested in any of this news, definitely stay tuned. For our first bit of news, we have the official website for the TV anime The Slow Second Life of the retired Dark Soldier in his 30s has revealed a new trailer as well as a January 7th premiere. This story centers around Daryl, a soldier in the Dark Lord's army who cannot use magic. Instead, he wields his intellect and initiative as an assistant to one of the Dark Lord's most trusted captains. But when the captain is replaced, Daryl also loses his privileged position and is fired. In disappointment, he retires in a village of humans, getting a new start in his life by using his abilities to accept requests for help. The PV definitely looks really good. I'm actually kind of excited for this. It seems to be a new thing or new trend in anime right now with the whole slow life and fantasy world type stuff. So with Banished from the Heroes Party getting a second season, this and several others, looks like if you like that type of stuff, you're eating good. I could have sworn Naoto Oyama was in the trailer, but I can't find her in the credits, so somebody sounds really close to Naoto Oyama. Moving on, the official website for Endo and Kobayashi Live, the latest of the tsundere villainess Liselot, has revealed a new trailer and a January 6th premiere as well. This one, the PV actually looks really good, so I'm interested in the synopsis. One day, Crown Prince Siege hears the voice of the gods out of the blue. Apparently, his fiancée Liselot is a tsundere villainess, destined to meet her demise. And her sharp tongue is just a way of covering up her embarrassment. The prince can hardly contain himself after discovering Liselot's adorable hidden side. Little does he know, the heavenly beings that bestowed this knowledge upon him are actually high schoolers. Can he use a divine prophecy, let's play commentary, to save his betrothed and avoid a bad end? This looks absolutely dorky. The PV shows more of the side of the actual high schoolers, but yes, they're in modern times Japan playing a video game. It's a girl and a boy, and yes, the entire time they're speaking at the screen, and this prince is getting all this knowledge, and yeah, the tsundere looks really fantastic. I'm actually really interested in this one. It's definitely, again, another trend that's really blossoming right now is that idea of the otome game type stuff and really messing with the villainous characters. It's typically around the idea the villainous is actually a good person. You just got to know the other side of the story. And so this will be an interesting way of taking that perspective rather than it being isekai in that world. It's just these two high schoolers are able to communicate. So I'm really looking forward to that one. It looks like a lot of fun. Moving on, Pony-Can has announced that The Dreaming Man is a realist light novel is getting a TV anime adaptation in 2023. They've already released a trailer for it, which actually looks really good. The only misgiving I have is it looks like the entire story is about dithering, so we'll see. In this two-way unrequited love story, high school student Wataru Saho is in love with his gorgeous classmate Aika Natsukawa. Aika finds him to be a nuisance, but he dreams of her mutual love every day and continues to approach her. One day, though, he suddenly wakes up from his dream. In order to get back his senses of reality, he recognizes his position and stays away from Aika. But now, for some reason, Aika is completely shaken. Again, it kind of gives this idea of the two of them not realizing that they kind of like each other or thinks the other person hates them. So it's just going to be a bunch of misunderstandings. You know, it's going to be just a bunch of misunderstandings. So I don't know. Sometimes that can get very frustrating, but it all depends on how well they write that stuff. If it's gonna still have those grabs in there. But yeah, Aika looks really cute. I really like her design. Moving on, Kadokawa has revealed that Bullbuster franchise is getting a TV anime adaptation in 2023. This is going to be done by Studio Nut, and the synopsis is in the anime story, a young engineer named Tetsuro Okino, who has developed the new robot Bullbuster, is transferred to Hato Industries, a company that exterminates harmful animals. There, the company and its president, Koji Tajima, are up against a mysterious life form known as Kyoju. As a small business that is always finding itself short on money, Hato must always account for every expense such as fuel and pilot labor. And of course, missed shots are not tolerated. The company is always stuck between their ideals of the Kyojo extermination and the reality of the economy. So it seems like something that's going to go for more like saving the area, but at the same time, you also have to balance the books. So that could be really good. Moving on, the official website for TV anime Sugar Apple Fairy Tale has revealed a new PV. This is the one that I've actually been looking forward to for quite some time now, but They finally revealed a January 6th premiere, so another winter show around the corner. In a world where fairies are brought up to sold to the highest bidder, humans aren't exactly on friendly terms with fae folk. But friendship is exactly what Anne-Halford seeks with Shawne, her new fairy bodyguard. Though he's not so keen on the idea. As his new master, An tasks him with escorting her through a particularly dangerous area. But with the reluctant bodyguard eager to escape a life of servitude, she'll have to deal with a lot more than she's bargained for. Again, the visual style looks really good, and the PV really sold me on that, so definitely looking forward to that one. Our next bit, we have official website for Liar Liar Anime. No, not that Liar Liar Anime. Has revealed a new teaser promo, visual, and a 2023 premiere. This one, the synopsis is the Academy X mind game X romantic comedy story centered on the Academy Island where students battle to determine their ranking. Hiroto earned the highest ever grade in his school entrance exam, the toughest in their entire country. On his first day at school, he takes down the previous reigning queen, Sarasa, and becomes the fastest ever student to join the school's elite 7 stars. Except he didn't really. It's all a lie. Now, to maintain his top ranking, he must fight these school mind games with lies and bluffs. He does whatever it takes with the help of the cute cheat maid, Shirayuki Himeji, and even Sayunji, who's actually a phony herself. So, we'll see how that one turns out. Character designs are cute, but we'll see. We'll see. Moving on, we have an update for Sacrificial Princess. The official website for Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts has revealed a new PV. In this PV, they are announcing an April 2023 premiere for the series, and I can say, visually looks really good. I'm very impressed with how this series is turning out so far. This one's about a young girl who resigned herself to being the next sacrificial meat for the Beast King, but the king is no mere monster. Love is more than skin deep in this gorgeous fantasy. Definitely looks like a, yes, you can guess it's kind of like a Beauty and the Beast, but obviously she's a sacrifice to him, not necessarily what Beauty and the Beast did. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. Like I said, visually, it looks really good so far. I'm loving the seiyus they've chose for the series, and I think they end up choosing Ainz from Overlord is going to be the Beast, so definitely an interesting choice there. Moving on, the official website for The Tale of the Outcast reveals January 8th as its premiere. Kind of similar to the previous one, kind of a Beauty and the Beast looking show. I guess this is a new trend right now. Wisteria is an orphan girl who is in the corner of British Empire at the end of the 19th century. Her life is desolate and bleak until she encounters Malbus, a powerful but equally lonely immortal being with a furry appearance, hounded by hunters. Together, Wisteria and Albus roam the Empire, populated by humans and human-like beasts, in search of a place where they can live together in peace. Sounds like Vampire in the Garden, actually. Moving on, Crunchyroll, Sony Pictures, and WoW WoW have announced they are producing a new anime adaptation of Bye Bye Earth novel. Of course, this is by the author To Ubukata, who's known for doing Marduk Scramble and script work for tons of shows. The novel story centers around Earth, where all people take the form of animals. Belle is the only girl in the world without the characteristics of animals. She sets out to discover where there are other beings like her. Belle wields a sword and becomes involved with the struggles between cities and the outside world. Visual design already looks really good, so I really loved Marduk Scramble and a lot of To Ubukata's work, so this is actually one I'm extremely excited for. Moving on, a website was launched for the adaptation of My Clueless First Friend. This one looks really, really cute. Really, really cute. But yeah, there's a promo video out there. Definitely go check that out. But it's got a 2023 premiere. One lonely, gloomy 5th grade girl is his target for classmates' relentless bullying and teasing. That is until a new kid arrives on the scene. Friendly Takada is as clueless as he is well-meaning. But somehow he possesses the magical ability to start drawing Grim Reaper Nishimura out of her spell. As they experience all the fun of their childhood summer together, from going to the pool to picking sunflowers and watching fireworks, an unusual friendship blossoms. Again, this one looks a very unique art style to it, but it just looks way too cute, way too heartwarming at the same time. So I'm definitely looking out for that one. Some sad news for Jashin-chan Dropkick X. For those who don't know, Jashin-chan Dropkick is a comedy series that for some reason in Dropkick on My Level X decided to take a lot of funding from different areas, and they just kind of like touring segment of this entire season, going around to city and showing off the cool niceties of those cities. Basically, they get a budget from the city and they bring in tourists, essentially. Well, apparently, Furano City has apparently cut fundings for the episode that was focused on the area. Furano City's selected committee for budget audits announced that they did not approve. They deemed the episode inappropriate due to it featuring Jashin-chan attempting to sell her organs to pay off her debts. If you watch the episode, that doesn't have anything to do with Furano City, but still. In response, it looks like the account for Jashin-chan Dropkick decided to release a survey as well as put the episode up for free on YouTube so people can check it out and then fill out the survey to say, essentially, did your opinion of Furano change to the negative? you can kind of feel that out. It does look like, based on a couple people conversing, it seems as if there might be some sort of dispute within the political system. It might not be about the episode itself. This might be a thing of two people trying to throw weight at each other, and that's why it happened. So we'll see as things goes along. It could be one of those things where eventually it just kind of gets pushed back, and then they'll just fund it anyways. It seems like this is obviously a system for doing exactly this. And if you went to have Jashin-chan, which is extremely violent, do an advertisement for you, I mean, the episode was super clean. I mean, Jashin-chan is much worse than those episodes. So you got the cleanest of what you could possibly get from Jashin-chan. But like I said, there's a lot of rumors that this is just a political dispute between two people, not necessarily have anything to do with Jashin-chan itself. So hopefully things get worked out. Moving on, the director Seiji Mizushima has revealed on Twitter that they are planning an event next spring. So an announcement of announcement. Don't you love that? But no, this is to unveil a new film project. This will be featuring the staff returning from Expelled from Paradise, which I personally liked. Toei Animation has already released a promo video for it. Didn't really show much, so don't worry about running out there to get it. But Mizushima also revealed a visual with the character designer Matsusuga Saito. So it looks really good. Looks very Expelled from Paradise with the wedgie thing. It's just their style. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. Like I said, I actually really enjoyed Expelled from Paradise. It was just like a really fun action, goofy comedy with a tsundere. Decent world concept they had thrown in there as well. And it had a really cool ending. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Moving on, Square Enix has announced Dead Mount Death Play manga is getting a TV anime adaptation. This is to premiere in April 2023. They have released a teaser and key art for the series. And the synopsis is, it's a showdown for the ages as the legendary hero takes on the corpse god Necromancer. But when the dust settles, something isn't quite right. In the final moments of their epic confrontation, the corpse god final gambit shot was wholly unexpected. Reincarnation magic. Big shock there. Across space and time, a boy named Polka Shinoyama awakens feeling not quite himself. Who could have expected that the climactic battle between good and evil would turn out like this? I don't know, the key art looks very Death Note, so we'll see how that one turns out. Very, very interesting concept, though. The official website for My Life as Inukai's Dog has revealed a new promo video and key art for the series. They have revealed a premiere on January 6th on Tokyo MX, which will probably be the censored version, and on January 6th on BS11. So yeah, if you're looking forward to that one, kind of. The promo looks really good. Yes, it looks like there's gonna be a lot of uncensored and censored stuff on there. So yeah, be selective where you get it from, depending on what you actually want. But it looks dorky. Just a guy being reincarnated as a dog and hanging out with cute girls, and lots of ecchi happens. Already liking the character designs, and yeah, one girl decides to code Geass a table. That's all I'll say. A code Geass a table, yes. And finally, our last bit of news, Rightstuf has revealed their plans for the holiday season. They released a long email talking about their current plans, including getting to know Crunchyroll, obviously since Crunchyroll bought out Rightstuf. They talked about they've done a lot of improvements for their supply chain in regards to the holiday season sales coming up. They have noted that yes, a lot of printing companies are still having a lot of issues getting materials, so they're pretty much saying to get your orders in quickly. In regards to their employees, they're talking about moving to Monday through Fridays, so they'll be off on the weekends. Additionally, they're talking about being closed on Thanksgiving, Black Friday, as well as December 23rd, 26th, and January 2nd. So be aware of that if you do need to contact them. Now, the interesting thing was at the very end of this email, and it caught my attention. It says, some of you may be wondering about the Dark Lord's plans for the future. Well, we have on good authority that he plans on spending a good deal of time relaxing in the not-so-distant future. So, if you want to shower him with your gratitude for bringing your favorite products over the last 35 years, we are certain he will enjoy cards or letters from you. They can be sent to our mailing address. This will ensure that if he sneaks off, we can still get those notes to him. So... sneak off, taking time relaxing in the not-distant future. I don't know if that means like a really long vacation or something, but that last bit kind of insinuates that, yeah, he's probably leaving here soon. So, yeah, that's kind of a shock. I mean, for people like me that have obviously spent a lot of money on Rightstuf and was a little bit unsure about the buyout from Crunchyroll, this looks like that sign that once he finally passed the baton off to Crunchyroll, he's out of there. He's got his money. He's ditching. He ain't sticking around. So it's kind of unfortunate for me. I've enjoyed a lot of time speaking to Shawne Kleckner. He's the one that kind of introduced me to Rightstuf and got in contact with them. He used to reply to a lot of my old unboxing videos. So I've enjoyed a lot of time speaking with him and enjoyed his interviews. I always wanted to get an interviewer myself, but looks like the moment that I had a chance to contact him, this whole thing happened. And like I said, I don't think now he's ever going to do interviews ever again because Crunchyroll holds the keys and they don't want him talking. So yeah, if that's the case, best of wishes to you, Shawne Kleckner. It was a good ride while it lasted, and hopefully your company stays afloat after you leave. I really do hope so. They also issued a coupon code for 10% off until 11/26, so if you want to use the coupon code THANKYOU22, all one word, apparently get 10% off. So anyhow, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this news bit. As always, if you did, make sure to hit that like button down below, comment, let me know what you thought was the most important news in this whole news bit. Additionally, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you get all my content. I do news, reviews, first impressions, top list. If it's anime, it's pretty much here. Additionally, if you want to support the channel more, we have a Patreon link, a tips link, and a super thanks button down below. I greatly appreciate everybody that does, and y'all take care.